Hi. C-Drama greets you. 10 Popular Chinese Drama of 2024. 10. Frozen Surface. In the calm small northeastern town of Lanth, a vicious criminal case unfolds, claiming 3 lives suddenly and unexpectedly, each with a different cause of death. Land Criminal Investigation Team's chief officer, Guan Yu, swiftly initiates an investigation. The suspects start to emerge one by one, including Yang Si, a convict released just 2 months ago, Yang Zhusong, Yang Si's stepson, deeply entangled in emotional turmoil with the 2 deceased, Wang Ping, the former wife of Yan Hongqiao, and even a mysterious man who has been declared dead in the records for several years. 9. Scout Hero. The story takes place during the 4th campaign of the war to resist U.S. aggression and aid Korea in early 1951. Liang Chen, the head of the reconnaissance department of a certain division of the Volunteer Army, led his reconnaissance unit to blow up the pass at Weiyuan Mountain, successfully delaying the American attack and covering the retreat of the entire division. On their way back, they rescued a member of the cultural troop who had been captured by enemy infiltrators and thwarted the enemy's plan to attack the division headquarters. Liang Chen and his team infiltrated deep behind enemy lines to capture and interrogate enemy scouts, providing important and accurate intelligence, laying a solid foundation for the victory of the battle to capture Hill 314. In a major battle, Liang Chen led his reconnaissance unit to cooperate with the advancing troops, successfully attacking the enemy command post from behind enemy lines and blowing up the only bridge on the enemy's escape route. With the support of the North Korean guerrillas, Liang Chen ultimately defeated the South Korean Special Forces captain, Bai Chang-ek, with whom he had been competing with his wit and courage on the battlefield, and wrote an epic hero story of the volunteer army. With the war won, Liang Chen also gained love with Wen Jue, a singer and performer with the cultural troupe. 8. All of Her. Yan Zhen married into the Anchi group and became a young lady, but became a widow after only a year. Her husband, Chu Zijia, went missing on their wedding anniversary due to an accident. 4 years later, Yan Zhen became the decisive assistant general manager of the group. As she prepared to declare her husband dead, she unexpectedly encountered the return of her husband. The man in front of her looked exactly like her husband, but had a completely different personality. He claimed to be her younger uncle, Xu Zhan. This man opposed Yan Zhen at every turn, believing that she was the mastermind behind the accident years ago. Yan Zhen also seemed to be hiding a secret. 7. Born to Run. A car accident brought a devastating impact on the family of sisters Zhou Feng and Zhou Lai. Zhou Feng's only daughter Angsen, a young dance teacher, was seriously injured and lost her legs in the accident, while Zhou Li's young son tragically passed away, but her older daughter Ruohua survived. Angsen, who regards dance as her life, struggled to cope with this enormous blow, and became increasingly depressed. Her husband, Qin Feng, also began to withdraw and contemplated leaving their marriage. Having been overweight for most of her life, Zhou Feng made up her mind to lose weight, which she had never been able to persist with before, in order to boost her daughter's confidence in life. Ruohua, in an effort to help her mother overcome her pain, moved her into the university dormitory where she lived. But Zhou Lai, who was still suffering from her emotional wounds, could not control her urge to control and put too much pressure on Ruohua. Ruohua was in great distress despite being in a happy relationship. With Zhou Feng's determined companionship, Angsen bravely left her marriage and, after enduring hardships, finally returned to the stage. Ruohua initially became paranoid in her conflict with Zhou Lai, but eventually, the mother and daughter reconciled and faced life anew. 6. 19th floor. The college student Chania, who has always had a rift with her father since childhood, gets involved in a game called 19th Floor, from which she can't escape. In the game, Chania meets clever and calm Gao Xuan, strong warrior Dodo, and funny Yang Buwen, among others. Together with her friends, she experiences levels filled with shadow puppets in a ghost tower, a deserted village chased by leather figurines, and other challenges. Unfortunately, some of her friends fall into a coma in real life after failing to clear certain game levels. In the face of crisis, Chania decides to investigate the reason why they entered the game and the conspiracy behind it. In the process of navigating both the game world and real life, they all learn about love and respect, the meaning of life in adversity, and how to overcome challenges in their own way. They also understand their parents and accept themselves. Finally, with the intervention of the police, these young people uncover the conspiracy behind the 19th floor game. Chunya also reconciles with her father and walks out of her past shadows. 5. Our interpreter. Lin Zai, a magical girl in the translation industry, reunites with her ex-boyfriend Xiao Yiking. 8 years ago, in order to fulfill her mother's unfulfilled career dream, Lin Zai broke up with Xiao Yiking and became a professional interpreter for the United Nations. 8 years later, Lin Zai is now the youngest chief interpretation expert and the queen of performance at Huashan, while Xiao Yiking has become the chief technical officer of Yuten Tianxia, Lin Eleven's Partia, and the potential client. In order to get the contract from Xiao Yiking, Lin Zai has to negotiate with Xiao Yiking. As a translator, Lin Zai also helps Xiao Yiking to get his company listed with her expertise. This process is obviously Xiao Yiking's revenge on Lin Zai, but in reality, he is not only unable to be ruthless, but also merciful to her at every turn. In the course of their working together, their love for each other is rekindled. Xiao Yiking gradually understands the truth of why Lin Zai broke up with him at that time and also sees the efforts Lin Zai made in approaching her dream at a time. He chooses to be her strong backer in the pursuit of her dreams, encouraging her and accompanying her during her low times. From misunderstanding to mutual understanding and achievement, they eventually get married and realize their professional dream of speaking up for the country. 4. Sword and Fairy. Yue Jinza, a young man from a small town, and his sister, Yue Qi, have been wandering in the Jingyu for many years. By chance, they meet the young master of the Luo family, Luo Zheoyan, and learn that Yue Qi's mother Chu Yu is the head of the dreaded Kunpeng Valley. The people have been suffering for years because of the magic medicine, Qi Yuanju, spread in the Kunpeng Valley, which forces Yue Qi, who is determined to reunite with her mother, to face the painful choice between family and righteousness. This sudden turn of events does not shake her and her brother's desire to help the world. With the help of her friends, including Zhu Shifang, Xian Cheng, and Ming Xiu, they go deeper into the danger and uncover the secret behind the Qi Yuanju step by step. It turns out that the real Chu Yu was a prisoner in order to protect his young daughter, and now her double is just a clan member who is greedy for profit. In the end, Yue Jinza and Yue Qi team up with their fellows to break the conspiracy one by one. They unburden themselves of the past and embark on a new journey to fight for justice once again. 3. Different Princess. The drama tells the story of the female writer Hua King entering her own novel world, transforming into the cannon fodder supporting female character. She initially got that with the script in hand, she could turn the tide, but things went awry. She ended up in a love-hate relationship with the antagonist Ji Chu, and in fulfilling her mission as the protagonist's mother, she assisted in the love story between Ji Yun and Lin Xiao. It is a story where, despite knowing that Ji Wanhao and Gong Ke's relationship is heading towards tragedy, she still guards their love. 2. My Boss. Carrying the innocent dreams of becoming a lawyer, Chang Yao was admitted to a top-tier law firm. She decided to move to a location closer to the company for a more convenient work life. Unexpectedly, her landlord rented the same room to another tenant, leading to a dispute between Cheng Yao and the other tenant. To her surprise, that person turned out to be her law firm's boss, Qian Hang. On the first day, Qian Hang assigned Cheng Yao to his team and initiated a grueling training program with the goal of eventually driving her out, since she had entered the firm through connections. Cheng Yao, unaware of the true intentions, believed herself to be lucky and worked even harder. She excelled in a series of challenging exercises, which earned her the respect of Qian Hang. As they spent their days working and living together, their relationship evolved from adversaries to caring for each other. Over time, sparks of love ignited between them. After weathering numerous trials and tribulations, Cheng Yao grew into a capable lawyer and embarked on a happy marriage with Qian Hang. 1. Sword and Fairy. 4. Yun Tian is a straightforward character who lost his parents at a young age. Through a chance encounter, he meets Han Lingsha, a girl who intrudes into his father's tomb, and they form an inexplicable bond. Along the way, he also meets another girl named Lu Mingli. In order to uncover his father's past and search for his own identity, Yun Tian and Han Lingsha and Lu Mingli become disciples of the Kunlun Kaingue sect together. With the belief that his destiny is in his own hands, Yun Tian faces various difficulties and challenges, yet he firmly believes that he can control everything with his own hands. With the help of his friends Han Lingsha, Rong Xiang, and Lu Mingli, He embarks on a path to save the demon realm and the people within 100 miles of the Kainua sect, defying fate itself. In the end, he defeats Zhuangxiao, and the Kainua sect is destroyed. Write in the comments what drama you are looking forward to. If you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye bye.